Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing technically a full body. Get ready with me trying out new makeup. Now the reason why I say full body is because I am featuring a new product from by Terry. This is the Tea to Tan Face and Body Hydra Bronze Shaker Spray all over water mist, also known as a liquid bronzer. I'm going to be showing you guys how I use this product along with some other new goodies from by Terry. And then I have some new NARS, I have OMA Beauty, I have DANESSA Myricks. I have quite a few things. I'm testing out the new Tarp bronzer and concealer, just a lot of things. But first, we're going to be getting into this product. This video is sponsored by Terry, and on top of that I do have a discount code for you guys, 20% off their site for a limited time. I will have that information listed down below. But before we get into the face, we're gonna get into this. This is a tea infused liquid bronzer. When I first saw it, I was like, I don't do self tanners. I just don't. You guys know I've said it on my channel before. It's not something that I am into, but this does not have any tanning agents in it. You can literally put it on, wear it all day, not have it rub off on your clothes, and then wash it off. It's amazing. You can use this product several different ways, including on the face. But if you let it settle, I shook it up already. I shook it up. If you have it settled, it gives you this matte finish, or you can shake it up and you're going to get a radiant finish. So I'm going to show you guys me applying this to my entire body. I'm starting off with my legs. Now my legs are lighter than the rest of my body, so I went in with 2 coats. But you can see just the one coat makes a big difference. I'm using the by Terry face and body brush, which might I add is super soft, and I'm just taking that, I spray it on the brush, and I just start going over my legs and then the rest of my body, which you guys don't see. My skin is moisturized, and I'm just taking this all along it, buffing it into the skin, and then after that I add another coat to my legs, and then I do the rest of my body off of camera. And I want to show you guys the picture. Oh my goodness, I love the way that this looks. So this is in my little bikini. I've got my white robe. You can see that this gave me a really nice tan, and I wish that I could really capture how radiant it is whenever you mix it up, but yeah, it wasn't allowing for that on the camera. Before I go to wash this off, I'm taking a white towel, I'm just going across my skin and then showing you guys. It doesn't budge. And then all I did was go in with my sponge, which has soap in it, and then wash it off. It comes off so easily, but not when you don't want it to. There's no staining or anything like that. Not even my tub got stained. It's such a nice experience using this product. And this is not the first time that I used it. I have it on again today, but I mixed it in with my moisturizer, which I will talk to you about later in the video. Right now, let's go ahead and move on to the face. For foundation, I'm going to go in with the OMA Beauty, what is this called? Say what? Weightless, soft, matte, and hydrating foundation. I do not have anything new on my face because this is the first time I'm trying out this foundation. I will have my primers listed down below, the usual, and I also have on the by Terry Hydra Primer. And then on my lips, you guys know I have to keep my lips hydrated. I have the BAUME de Rose. And I'm going to put this just right on top. This is Fair Lady T2N. Random, but I really like the top to this. I don't know what it is. It's, I guess that little splash of blue, it's just really pretty to me. I am going to take this on my Sonia Kashuk sponge and tap this around. Ooh, you do not need a lot. That is for sure. That was just like one little tap in there. I think I plumped out too much. This is definitely my color. I could probably go up a little bit more because I am starting to get a little darker on my body. I definitely have more color today because I have the Tea to Tan mixed in with that moisturizer. Just so you beauties know, anybody who is my color match. This concealer I was not going to purchase, but then I saw that they had this mini size, so I decided to go ahead and try it out for you guys. And it is the Tarte HYDROCEALER. And I have the shade 20 and light neutral. I really like the idea of trying things out and having smaller sizes like this. I also got the Tarte bronzer, the cream bronzer, because they had a little mini size of that. Yeah. See, it's like a little baby. It's so cute. Okay. And I am just going to pop this on. I don't like this applicator. And I'm guessing it's the same one that would be on the full size. Generally speaking, they do that. I don't know, it seems a little stiff and small. Not like the actual thing that I'm holding onto, but the doe foot. Maybe it wouldn't be so awkward if it was a longer one, but I don't know, I just don't like it. And then I'm going to press this into the skin. Yes, this is a different sponge, still from Sonia Kashuk though. I just like it because it's smaller. I'm going to set that using my By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder in the shade 200. And I'm just using a Delium. Is this a 785? Yes, it's 785. Just going to press this right under. I'm also going to be setting the rest of my face with this powder. But I want to use a smaller brush right underneath my eyes. Same powder, just dusting it on the rest of my face. Here's the other little mini I was talking about, and it is the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me about this, asking if it's the same as the original Chanel one, you know, the one they discontinued, and I mean, I don't know, but we're gonna find out. I can tell you that I have touched this. That's it. This is what it looks like. And here it is. And when you first touch it, I can tell you it does not feel like the Chanel one, but there is one promising thing other than the color. I do like the color of it. It does, let's see, I'm just gonna put it on my hand. It goes more to a powdery type of finish than some other ones that I have tried. So I have hopes that this is going to turn out well. That's why I went ahead and finished my makeup and everything, because the original Chanel one I could apply just directly on top of powder, whatever, and it was fine. So I'm going to try that with this one, and I think it's going to work out. I'm going to use the BK Beauty 107. I'm going to try not to pick up too much at a time. And just press this into the skin. And this is a synthetic brush. This is gonna stink. I'm gonna like this. The reason why I say this is gonna stink is because this has some ingredients in it that my skin does not get along with. But that just blended out really nicely. And I'm gonna build this up. But I mean, that's pretty. Oh, it's really pretty. Oh, man. This is really pretty. I'm hoping that it's not showing up too cool on camera, because sometimes this type of color can show up like this is, it's kind of neutral. It's not cool, it's not too warm, but sometimes this kind of color on camera can show up a little bit too cool, but it looks really, really good. Moving on to eyes, By Terry sent over 3 of the Color Fix cream shadows. I have the shade Sunny Flash. I don't even know what kind of look I'm going for, to be completely honest with you. This is Sunny Flash right there. Rose Elixir, which I think this one is so pretty. It is like a lavender pink. More lavender than pink. It is gorgeous. And then Immaculate Light, that one, which is more of like a champagne gold, light gold. So I don't know which ones I'm going to use yet, but I'm going to incorporate it in with this palette. This is the Nars Orgasm X palette. As soon as this came out, I ordered it, and I feel like it took forever and a day to get to me, but it's finally here. I haven't even opened it up to look at it. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, I don't know which ones I want to use. I really want to go in with that purpley one, but I'm wearing green, so I feel like I should do something bronzy and then add in these shades. I don't know, we'll figure it out together. I'm taking Immaculate Light from by Terry all over the lid. I actually had just done this and didn't realize that I wasn't filming. This is a rougher number 15. Just kind of blending it all over and then buffing upward. I want to have a pretty base to the eyeshadows that I apply on top and around. I think I might be able to incorporate that pretty light lavender on the inner corner. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Going in with Sunny Flash right along the lower lash line. Smith 230 and the shade from the Orgasm X palette. Taking this into the crease. Blending upward. Ooh, it's so pigmented. I wiped off my brush so that I could diffuse the shade a little bit better. I think I picked up too much product and it's adhering to the by Terry really well. Using the same brush, I'm going to take the Only Matte in the palette. I'm going to concentrate this on the very outer corner and outer lid. Wayne Goss number 5, same shade. Just going a little closer to the lower lash line. Rougher number 14, grabbing the deepest shade, and again I am further going to deepen up the outer corner, bringing it into the crease for some added definition. I went ahead and put on Milk Boss Liner on my top inner rim, and now I'm going to try out this Huda Beauty new mascara called Legit Lashes. One side is for volume, this one right here, and then this side is for curl and length. I'm going to put them on just how they are on the bottle, volume on this side and the curl and length on this side. Eyes are done. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my face, starting with blush. And I have this new one from KAJA. I do not know how to pronounce that. This is the Creamy Lip and Cheek Duo. So you can use this on your lips or your cheeks. And I have the shade, what number? It's number 1 Pink Cloud and 2 Vivid Papaya. I laugh at papaya every time I hear it because that's the color of my car. It's called Papaya. So this is what it looks like. It's this teeny tiny little thing right here. You open it up, have one color. Let me swatch it really quickly. This one. And then we have a second color. Oh, dang, I just shoved my thumb in there. And then we have this one here. I'm definitely going to be going in with this one. I'm going to use this brush from Alamar Cosmetics. I'm just going to pick up the product. I'm just going to start tapping it into my cheeks. Into the skin anyway, not into my cheeks. I think I want to add just a tiny bit of the darker one. I'm just going to bring it a little further back. Okay, it's not as dark as you would think. They mix well. This has created a spot in my foundation. I'm sure you guys can see that. I'm going to try and fix it probably with a powder. For right now, I'm just going to go around the edges and pick up any excess. I'm going to highlight and then put a little bit of blush on top of that. Oh, that stinks. I feel like I see this big circle right on the side of my face. It could be that I added too much too, you know, because I went in with the lighter shade and then the darker, and I already had a cream product. So this is what happens when you're testing out new stuff. I am counting on DANESSA Myricks to save the day for me. This is the Light Work Light Shaping Palette. There's so many pretty colors in here. I love that the actual packaging matches the box because it's so pretty. It has like this aluminum foil and like a texture to it. It's just really nice. And these are the shades that we have inside. I'm going to show you just really quickly. We have these 3. And then these, they're really creamy. They're still a powder, but they're creamy. There we go. Oh, okay. So what do I want to do? I feel like piece of cake could work, but I want to go in with common sense. Anastasia. Oh, Anastasia A23. Okay, she means business. Oh my goodness. I wasn't even ready for that. Don't worry, we're gonna buff this away. I'm sure that it really helped to grab as well because of the cream products underneath. Oh my goodness, I feel like I need a buff right now. Let me just finish highlighting. I'm gonna go in a little lighter. I'm gonna go in with By Terry's Platonic Blonde. Sonia G Classic Cheek. Go right over and around. I think that helped. And now I'm gonna buff some of this highlight. It's just so intense. I'm gonna go back in with the By Terry in number 200 to buff. I'm first gonna take that on this little brush. It is the Detail Pro from Sonia G. I'm gonna take this right around the edges. So that will lessen that, kind of blends everything out. And then on the other parts of my face. I'm wiping off the Bond de Rose. My lips feel much more hydrated now, which is good because I'm going to be going in with a matte lipstick. This is from OMA Beauty as well. What shade are you? It's the Badass Icon Matte Lipstick in the shade Maya. I love this. I love this. It's magnetic. Such a pretty package. Before I apply this color, I have something new from Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. This was sent over to me. It's the Ultimate Lips Ultimate Primer. I've used this a couple times. Again, some things I like to try out a few times before I do these videos, but this is something that's going to help prime your lips. It's going to help smooth them out. It's also going to help hold on to lip product and help to keep anything from bleeding. I used to use one from MAC all the time. And then I'm also going to be applying Smooches Liner for my collaboration with Christian Odette. And then the OMA lipstick on top. Here is the finished look. Now I'm going to go over each of the products and tell you guys what I think about them. Some of them, again, are first impressions, and some of them I've used a little bit. Starting off with the By Terry Tea to Tan. Both of these products were sent to me, and I have used this a few times. I wanted to use it to, I've never put on a self-tanner, which this does not have any tanning agents in it, but I don't have any experience with this type of thing at all, so it was kind of intimidating, but then how easy it was really, really nice. This I really like. I love how this looks, and I really love the color of it. Today, I have it on mixed in with my moisturizer. I literally took my moisturizer, I put it in my hand, just a little bit at a time, and then I would take 2 or 3 sprays, mix it together with my hands, and I just put it on. That's literally all I did. I love how effortless it was to put it on, and even whenever I was using the brush to apply it to my entire body, it just was easy. Something about this that I think was really helpful, because the first time I tried it, I just did it on clean, just dry skin, nothing else on it, no moisturizers or anything, and it caught just a little bit more, so it tanned much easier and faster. However, I like it, and this is how you saw it in the picture. I moisturized my skin, waited a few hours, and then I put this on. And you do have to build up just a little bit more when you do it that way, but I feel like it's just a little bit easier, and for me, just a little bit more natural. That's my favorite way to apply it, is just onto moisturized skin with the brush. It's just so easy, and I really enjoy that you can either not shake it up like it is right now and it's going to leave more of a matte effect, or you can shake it up and it's going to be a little bit more luminous. Can you see that in the bottle? You can see the color change, right? I felt like that was something you really couldn't see on camera. but you can definitely see it in person. I like the radiant side. I like that luminosity. This is something I'm going to be using during the summer for sure, especially on my legs, because my legs just don't get as tan. My shoulders get so tan so easily, but my legs are usually in the water. So I'll have this big hat on, so my face and my neck will end up staying very light. And then I wear sunscreen, you guys. I do. I wear it all the time, but I tan very, very easily, and my legs are usually at least 5 shades lighter than my body, so this is going to come in handy. I also use this on my face when I had no makeup on, again, just my skincare to do that bronze look. All you have to do is use a fluffy brush. I suggest a synthetic one, and just buff it onto your skin like you would any other bronzer, and it gives you just, it's gorgeous. It is such a beautiful product. And the fact that I can just wash this off is heavenly. It doesn't transfer onto my clothes or anything like that, but I can just wash it off. I don't have to worry about that weird fading stage or anything like that. It's a really, really great product. All right, let's move on down the line. I'm gonna start off with skin. Okay, so the OMA Beauty Foundation. I honestly thought this was gonna be much thicker and much more matte than it is. I know it says soft matte, but I just anticipated it to be matte. And to me, this does not look matte. It looks more of a natural finish. Before I said it, it looked kind of satin. I had this glow to my skin, which I really like this. I like the color, everything. And you guys already know how I feel about the top, which doesn't really say anything about the product. I just like the packaging. This is beautiful. I think a lot of people are going to like this concealer from Tarte. This is very hydrating. My under eye looks really nice, and it's not doing the crepey thing. A lot of the times with a thinner consistency or anything that's hydrating, it's really strange. I don't know why, but I will get this crepey kind of look underneath my eyes, and that is not happening. I don't like the applicator. The doe foot, there's just something strange about it. It's not the right size, and it's kind of stiff in the angle. that's the only thing that I can say negative about it. Other than that, if you want something that's a light medium coverage, that's gonna be hydrating underneath the eyes and really look nice, I would suggest this. Now, this is a first impression. I will try this again, but yeah, this is really nice. Also really nice and bumming me out a bit is the cream bronzer from Tarte. Again, I don't think this is a dupe for the Chanel. I just don't. It's not the same. It's not the same color, but it is good. Just because it's not a dupe for Chanel doesn't mean it's not good. This is really, really nice. And the reason why I'm sad is because it has ingredients that are going to break out my skin if I continue to use it. Will I break out today? Probably not, because the coconut derivatives are a little bit further down. So I might test it a few times. All I can tell you is that it went on top of my makeup really nicely, so I'm sure you'd be able to wear this underneath. It's a beautiful product. I love the texture of it, the color, everything. There's really nothing I can say negative about it other than the ingredients or something that my skin, doesn't mean your skin, but my skin did not really get along with. The Color Fix Cream Shadows. I've used these before from By Terry. All of these were sent to me, including the ones that I have in my collection. These are really nice, especially if you just want to throw them on and then blend them out and you just have an eye look in 2 seconds. I love that. I wanted to put on this one, the Rose Elixir. I'm going to go ahead and do it right now. Have a little bit of that right on that inner corner. These are really creamy, super easy to use, and I really enjoy them. And I like the shades that they sent me. These are beautiful. So this is something that's new colors to me, but not a new product, and something that I have enjoyed in the past. The Nars Orgasm X palette. I knew I was gonna like this. I really love the colors in here. I just think they're so pretty, and they mix really well with the By Terry cream shadows. I love this look. It's kind of sultry. I like it a lot, and I really like the original Orgasm palette, and I think they're going to mix really well together. I can't wait. So first impression, this is beautiful. I didn't get to use this shade, so I kind of want to swatch it really quickly. Look at that. The Huda Beauty Legit Lashes Mascaras. One side for volume, which is this eye right here, and then one side for curl and length. I've used this several times. I'll tell you, the first time I used it, I absolutely hated the volume side. I absolutely hated it. It was really clumpy, and I don't even mind a little bit of clump. I actually prefer a little bit of clump because I feel like it's a little bit more dramatic. But this brush actually hurts. They both do a little bit, but this one really does. It's just, there's a little too spiky, and I get right underneath here. Sometimes just the shape of the brush, it will hurt. It just doesn't allow for me to get, I do a lot of movements, and it doesn't allow for me to get all my lashes without poking the underside, and that really does not feel good. The volume side does actually add product a lot quicker, so I think that it does actually give you a little bit more volume, because this one I had to go in several more times with in order to get them to match up. But I don't like the volume side. I feel like, I don't know, every time I used it, I always preferred the side that said curl and length. I don't feel like I have any extra curl to my lashes, and length pretty much any mascara is going to do. I do like the separation. I like the brush on it a little bit better. It still kind of hurts. They both have that plasticky type of wand, which there's a few brands that I like their wands like that, but there's not many. This one's not bad. The other one just, ooh, it irks me. This one's not bad, but you have to put a whole lot of effort in there to get this much on your lashes. I had to put coat after coat after coat, but I can tell you that they do build up nicely. So I'm kind of on the fence with this. I don't see myself repurchasing it, mainly because they hurt to put on. Again, the volume side more than the curl side, but I don't see anything super special. And if you're looking at my lashes thinking, wow, they look really long, that's not necessarily the mascara. I do have long lashes. I use a serum, which I always link down below, but I don't know, I'm just kind of on the fence. I'm going to continue to use it, and I will update you guys, but this isn't my first time using it. I've used it a few times. I'm going to continue. So I can let you guys know. I almost forgot about this because it's so little. From KAJA, this is the duo that applies for your cheeks or your lips. Now, I didn't put it on my lips, but just from the texture of it, I feel like I would like it on my lips. Now, I don't like that it lifted up my makeup. That was not fun. However, that could be my fault as well, because I did go in with the one shade and then I went in with another. So it could have been too many cream products. I like the colors of these, and I like the way that they look on my skin. I don't like that it lifted though, but again, that could be my fault. So I will still use this, and I will test it out, and I will let you guys know my updated thoughts on this. The Ultimate Lips from Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. I love this. I love this. One thing that I always had to do with the MAC Prep and Prime Lip Primer, which I still suggest, still love that, but I always had to give it a little bit more time to kind of set up before I put on my liner or my lipstick. And I don't really have to do that with this. I remember the first time I put it on, I was like, oh, I can just go straight in. And I love that. So you're not having to wait at all. And it really smooths out the lips. It makes matte lips feel so much more comfortable. This is a really nice lip primer. I really enjoy it. And then I also enjoy this. This packaging is nice. From OMA Beauty. This is the lipstick that I am wearing right now. And it's pretty. It's really pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. I would definitely purchase more shades. I think there's one that I was looking at specifically, but it was out of stock. So I'm going to keep my eye out. And if you guys have some favorites of this lipstick, let me know. And now, because I really like this foundation, I'm curious about the concealer. So if you've used the OMA Beauty concealer, let me know about that too. And then lastly, but certainly not least, I know I did this all out of order, the DANESSA Myricks Lightwork Light Shaping Palette. Wow. Wow. I mean, I knew that they were going to be blingy whenever I was touching them because of how creamy they were. But I guess I wasn't ready because, man, that was effortless. Effortless. If you want the shine, this has something for everybody in it. I mean, if you're really fair, this is going to be beautiful on you. Deeper skin tones, yes. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous, and I cannot wait to get this one on. I love that little purple undertone. What is that called? Piece of cake. This is beautiful. I am highly impressed with this. I think that's it, you guys. Please let me know what you think about everything down below. What was your favorite and least favorite product? And by Terry, huge thank you to you for sponsoring this video. I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.